here I am, and we are back, folks. Back. We are back again. Making sure my recording is good, and it looks to be okay. All right, we are back. Game number 2 of the set between the Stilton Saucers and the Mozzarella Maneaters, still at the Tiger Den, and this is the Saucers took the first game. Actually, let's take a look at the detail bracket. They win 4-2 in the first game over the Mozzarella Maneaters. So let's take a look at this game. We got Theo Sellers on the bump for the Saucers, Adeline Alvarez on the mound for the Mozzarella Maneaters, and let's take a look at these guys as I get my stuff ready like I should have, but I didn't, and that's how things go. I had everything in order at one point, and now it's just a mess on my desk. It's crazy. All these stats and all the roster sheets and all that kind of stuff. It's stupid. It's stupid the amount of work that I put into this. Contact specialists, extreme contact specialists versus the speed demons. And there we get a good look at the Tiger Den. And here's Hanson, Caldwell, DHing for the Saucers. Alvarez on the bump, as I said, and first pitch is a foul ball. And over to Greenman. Ooh. That was a tough one. Alvarez covering, of course. So, runner on first, Spencer up. Fouls that one away. Alvarez, let's take a look at her real quick. Number 2 starter in this mozzarella rotation. Good block behind the plate. Spud. 3-2. Good speed on the base pass, and he goes. Hit high, but not high enough. Who's that out there? Ari Bell gets the first out. Alvarez in. Lowry steps in. Lowery, however you want to say it, right fielder. So the Maneaters made it past the first round. They played 13 games total, and Alvarez started 3 as they check on the runner. Started 3 issues, 0-2, 6.94 ERA in the last tournament. Only 13 strikeouts, 9 walks. Runner goes, and that is an easy 4-3 double play. Would you score that a 4-4-3 double play, I suppose? All right, Spud Pepperoni's leading it off here for the home team. We'll talk a little bit more about Alvarez and what she has in her arsenal. She comes back on the bump. Meantime, Spud looks at the ball high. Already 333 for him, already a home run for Spud. And that's a hit over to Miller for the first out. Here's Valencia. And who do we have on the mound here? We have Theo Sellers, Teddy Sellers as we used to know him, for the Saucers, and I forgot the Saucers got eliminated in the first round by the Aeroplanes, I think. Or the Giants, one of them. Slow roller over to Peacock, and that is out number 2. Sellers, though, he was pretty good. 2-0 in 2 starts, 1.12 ERA, 0.62 whip, 19 strikeouts, and no walks. So that's pretty darn good as Quentin Jock steps in. Batting 1,000 so far. Crossed up behind the plate. And sports 4-seamer, slider, curveball, and changeup, as that one is a base hit into right field. So the Maneaters get a base runner. Buddy Greenman steps in, the second baseman here. Check on the runner. He's safe. 2 outs. Bottom of the first. Good speed on the base pass. And a roller over to Miller. Out number 3. All right. Hard to line up 4, 5, and 6 to up for the Stilton Saucers here, top of the second. Let's talk about Alvarez as Wilhelm. I don't know why it says Cannon so weird. It's Cannon. Wilhelm. And ripped, but foul. Oh boy, almost broke the plexiglass. 1-1 on Wilhelm. Catcher. 4-seamer, slider, curveball, changeup as well. That one is ripped and is probably, no, just off. Man, off. If it was like a foot to the right, he would have had a home run. But just off the weird angled, weird stepped wall out there, left field. And it's hard hit, so he only got a single out of that as Bria Bracketeer steps in. Shortstop Alvarez, like I said, her arsenal from the left side, though. And that's base hit up the middle. So 2 on, nobody out, top of the second here for the Stilton Saucers. Les Bautista steps in. And Bautista, as I block the I'm going to just constantly block the camera with this. That's a strike. Ooh, a diving try over at first base from Griffith, and everyone is safe. Bautista, again, in a short sample size, small sample size, very, very good. All right, Peacock up now, and that one was fouled away. What did he have? Oh, he was very good as well. And that's gone. That is a grand salami for Stilton Saucers. Garrett Peacock, 398-foot jack. His first homer, 4th RBI, and that breaks it open early here. 4-0 Saucers over the Mozzarella Maneaters. Ari Miller steps in. And Peacock, you know, he had 1 home run. How many RBIs did he have? 7 RBIs in only 6 games, 26 at-bats. He's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy. 2-2, no outs, folks. Jeez, no outs as Miller looks at the ball. Works the count full. And that one's fouled away. Alvarez looking tense out there on the bump already. And that is a walk. So, a little rough here thus far. And that one's fouled away. And a base hit up the middle. So, boy, nobody out. 2 on still. It's just like Saucers. It's a hit parade, and we're back to the top of the order. And Alvarez again looking tense. And that one is hit high and far. Is that going to be off the wall? Yep. Valencia plays it well off the carom. And it's run scores. It's 5-0 Saucers in the early go. And Alvarez looking rattled now. Kind of losing a lot. And that one is hit hard. That might get over the fence. No, again. Ooh. Weird bounce off the carom there. And it's an RBI double. And this, ooh, boy, the Saucers take the 7-0 lead. Here's Colt Lowery. She might get pulled here. No, they're sticking with her. No outs. There are no outs yet. And that one's fouled away. 1-1. And that should be the first out as Griffith wins the foot race. Runner moves up to third. And Kenan Wilhelm steps in. 1-for-1 with a single. And boy, oh boy, Alvarez wants to get out of this inning. It's a ball outside. Man, it's rough outing. Right at Jock for out number 2. And Bria Bracketeer steps in. 1-for-1 with a single. Is this the second inning? Yeah, Bracketeer. Did Bracketeer start it? Kind of batted around the order, I think. That's a base hit up the middle. I think that is actually her second run of the inning, I do believe. Her second at bat of the inning. 8-0 now. The run scores. Batista steps in. All right, trying to get out of this inning. Alvarez throws the first pitch strike. And now 0-2. Batista in the hole. And got him. 94-mile-an-hour heater. But, ooh, boy, Alvarez gives up 8 runs in the top of the second. 8-0. Saucers lead it. And Teddy Sellers now has quite the lead. Let's see if he can just hold him to it. Go to Peacock out number 1. Aria Bell steps in. Bell looking for her first hit. The center fielder here for, and there it is, for the Mozzarella Ball Club. Andre Wallace steps in. 333. Means that he was 1 for 3 the last game. Good speed on the base pass here for the Maneaters. I'll tell you that. And quickly, 3-0. And walked him. So, 2 on, 1 out. Beatles South steps in. So, South likes the high pitches. Sellers gets the lead, then comes in and puts 2 on. 1-2 on South. That one's fouled away. And again, the 1-2. And outside pitch. I want to take a look at something, actually. Down on strikes he goes. That's base hit up the middle. It could be the first run of the game, and it is for the Mozzarella Maneaters. And there's the love that worked out. Maneaters and the Puma sound, I love it. So 8-1, runners second and first and second again, 2 outs. And Spud Pepperoni's up. Hardy has a homer. The early go. And that one, oh, that just drops in. Spencer traps it. So it's no catch, and bases are juiced. Now for Travis Valencia. And a big opportunity here. Sellers struggling. That one is ripped. But right at Lowery, out number 3. They leave the bases juiced. You got to run back, but they're still trailing quite a bit. 8-1. Saucers still ahead. I want to check on something. The Yankees schedule. They play at 2:15 today, playing the Cardinals. Yesterday was kind of a banner day. As that one is hit over to Jock, across the diamond, out number 1. Yesterday was a banner day for, oh my gosh, I'm clicking on all the wrong things. Wait. I forget what month I'm in. As that is a base hit up the middle. Yankees played 2 and they split the double header. But the Phillies won 19-4 yesterday. That's what I wanted to talk about. That was pretty great. Over, of course, the struggling Washington Nationals, and that's a base hit up the middle. No, Bryce Harper, despite having a bionic arm and that giant ridiculous cast that he wears, or whatever it is, brace. All right, Alvarez is finally pulled. I was wondering when they were going to do that. Incepts Nola Dixon. But he's still hitting 286, so that's pretty good. Ooh, and that crossed up Pepperoni's behind the plate, but nobody can go. So 1 out, and runners on first and second, and Caldwell looks at a strike. And a little dinker, they can only get the out at first. Runners move up second and third now, 2 outs, and Spencer steps in. He's 1 for 2, double and 2 RBIs today. Nola Dixon crossed up, you see, is one of her traits. Not the greatest trait. 2-0 on Spencer. And now 3-0. And he's walked. So she walks, the bases loaded for Lowery. Lowery is a B-rated player, isn't he? Look at his stats. It's just mid. But he gets the base hit here. And he scores the run, gets the RBI. 9-1 now, Stilton Saucers. Except Cannon Wilhelm. And crossed up, and that one gets out of play as the run comes home. It's now 10-1. The Saucers over the Maneaters. And that's out number 3. You know what I should institute is a 10-run rule. I'm going to make a note of that somewhere. I should institute a 10-run rule that if any team is ahead by 10 runs at any point, the rest of the game is simulated. Oh, Jesus. And off. I never saw that animation before. That's pretty amazing. He just got got knocked around. It's a body contusion. So Sellers gets hit, but not hit hard enough to get taken out of the game. But it does impact his fitness quite a bit. You see it's weak. And down and strikes. Still strikes him out. Good job, Teddy Sellers. Andrew Kerr. Crazy. It's hilarious. All right, so runner on first. Pretty decent speed on first base, too. 1 out. And the 1-1 count on Kerr. And that's a rip into right field. And Lowery has some trouble with it. The runner gets a third. Good heads-up base running. So at the corners now for the Maneaters as Aria Bell steps in. That would actually be a good rule for me. And Sellers gets pulled. That brings up Elliot Elliston. What the hell? I don't remember this guy. Elliot Elliston. So every team got an extra. Every team got an extra pitcher, and this might be that extra pitcher. And one's fouled away. And that's a base hit through the left side. So 10-2 now. And the Maneaters are trying to claw their way back, pun intended. And brings up Andre Wallace. Elliston is four-seamer, cutter, slider. Boy, pumping heat up there. And that one crosses up the catcher and goes out of play. So the runners advance. 1 and 2 on Wallace. That takes the double play out of the effect. Good speed on the base pass, too. And that gets a run home. So runners at the corners again now. 1 out. 10-3. You know, this Mozzarella Maneaters team is pretty, they're pretty fierce. That one's fouled away. rocketed, but foul. 1 and 2 on South. He's 0 for 1. Almost chased at that one. And a little weak foul ball. 2 and 2. Popped up in a dangerous spot. Is that going to drop? No. Miller's there. Runner does not come home. So now 2 outs and Griffith steps in. He's 1 for 1 single and an RBI today. Maneaters first baseman. Man, Jax Griffith is a good player too. 286 for them. So again, playing with these teams in the, as that's over to Miller, final out of the inning. They score 3 though. No, they score 2, I apologize. Top of the 4th we go. Playing with these teams in franchise mode, I kind of have a sense of, I don't know, I guess how good the players are. And like some of the folks that don't hit a lot in the simulated games, it's interesting to me because it'll be the same players that'll like kill my pitching, like Jax Griffith. 0 and 2. And that's a base hit into the left field corner. Very short ballpark here. Very small, compact ballpark. So that's just a single for Clego's Breer Bracketeer. As Batista steps in. Noah Dixon still out there on the bump working away for the Maneaters. I'm going to write that rule down. I think that's a good rule. Hit hard, but right at Bell. All right, let's do this. Take notes. I take notes while I do this. It's weird. Over to Greenman. Can they turn the double play? No.
The second baseman, number 6, Harry Miller.
Ball outside. No, outside.
Liner right to Quentin Jock, out number 3.
Located on level 2.
Spud Pepperoni's 1 for 2, a single for him. And that one was fouled away. Elliston's still out there on the mound working away in relief for the Saucers. And was fouled off. And, ooh, off of Elliston's glove. Can Spud get there? He does not. Kind of drags a little bit of a trailer. Valencia up now 0 for 2.
Strike.
1 and 2 now on Valencia. Quiet crowd here at the Tiger Den. And now he works the full count. That's base hit up the middle. All right, so 1 out base knock. That'll bring up Jock, who's 2 for 2.
Quentin.
Buddy Greenman steps in. I'm just taking notes, actually, on some ideas that I'm having as we're sitting here watching this game. That's a base hit down the right field line. It's going to bring a run home. And the runner goes to third, so 10-4. Andrew Kerr steps in 1 for 2 with a single so far today.
Now pitching.
And all right,
Josiah
Elston's
Whitney.
out. And we got Josiah Whitney, who sounds like a... Oh, and that crosses up behind the plate, Wilhelm. And, oh, he had trouble with it. 10-5 now, the lead cut in half. Also takes the double play out of the order, 1 out. Good speed on the base pass, too. Andrew Kerr. Looks at the ball. And Miller. All right, that moves that runner up, though. And a lot happens with 2. Aria Bell, 2 for 2, 2 singles and an RBI today. Let's take a look at Josiah Whitney. Sounds, is that a like an early settler, or is that a railroad baron? Oh, Whitney gets hit. Hit with a comebacker. Everyone's safe. 10-6 now, and 2 players hit with a comebacker. Oh man.
Now pitching.
All right, and Whitney is out,
Kramer.
and Joey Kramer comes in. Whitney in extreme pain. That is not good for the Stilton Saucers ball club. And the runner goes, and it doesn't matter. He gets behind. Gets by Wilhelm. And again, very good speed in the base pass, but as the final out. 10-6 now, though. Boy, the Maneaters really are clawing back.
Now batting with first baseman, number 8, Nash Schaefer.
2 for 2, 2 singles. Nash Schaefer, the A-rated first baseman here. Dixon out on the mound still, working away.
No, outside.
26 pitches out of the pen. Top of the 5th. 10-6. The Saucers lead it over the Maneaters. Right back to Dixon for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, number 18, Anson Caldwell.
And a hit into right field. That is out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 33, Demetrius Spencer.
Nope, high. It's outside. There's a strike. No, ball.
All right, Dixon walks him.
The right fielder, number 19, Colt Lowery.
And Colt Lowery steps in. I'm going to start taking some notes.
Pitching.
All right, Dixon out, Duke in. Face off against Lowery. 2 outs. Runner on first, top of the 5th. Lowery pops that one up. It's going to get off the screen, though. Yeah, it does. And 0-2 in the hole. Whiffer activated. Fouls that one off. Who the heck do they have pitching for? Duke. That's a base hit through the left side, so 2 on, 2 out for the Saucers, and that brings up Cannon Wilhelm.
Wilhelm.
Kelly Duke,
There's a strike.
12 games. She had 4.15 ERA. That's gone. Tattooed. Oh my God. What an absolute tank. 465-foot shot into the second deck in center field, and that, man, just blew the game open here for the Saucers. A little bit more. Maneaters were clawing back, but now 13-6. 3-run jack. And that's out number 3, just like that. But boy, to hit it in the second deck, above the pines and everything, at Tiger Den. That is a jack, 465 foot. It's crazy. All right, Beetle South steps in. He's over 2. Bottom of the 5th now. And 13-6 to the Saucers. Over the Maneaters. Down to strikes he goes. Brings up Jax Griffith. And Joey Kramer out there on the mound. Over to Miller. It's out number 2. And Spud Pepperoni steps in. 1 for 3 with a single. Joey Kramer. No, you don't want to know Joey Kramer stats in 2 games. You don't want to know. 40.50 ERA in the last tournament. Not good at all. Here's Travis Valencia. 1 for 3 with a single. Popped up. And charging is Lowery and out number 3. Top of the 6th now, folks. 13-6. Saucers still winning over the Maneaters. 6, 7, 8 do up for them.
60, Laz Batista.
Just boy, oh boy.
No, inside ball.
Big hack activated.
Outside.
Man, that looked like a good pitch. I know that there's an update coming for this game. So this is recorded before the first major update. And I think that might be one thing that has changed, possibly, is the strike zone accuracy. Bruce Terrell. Bruce Terrell. That one's fouled away. Bruce Terrell, I believe, is their extra reliever that they get. Looks like it. And that's a base hit down the line. Runner going to third and nobody out. Runners at the corners as Miller steps in. 1 for 2 single and a walk today. And slow roller, Greenman. That is out number 1. The run scores for 14-6 now.
Number 8, Nash Schaefer.
That's a strike.
And they're gonna. Ooh, what are they doing here? They got him in a rundown. And they are going to tag him out. Out number 2. And steps Caldwell. Tell you what, these guys are getting a lot of at-bats.
Nope, inside ball.
So that's good.
Nope, high.
Again, this is like the Phillies game yesterday. Scored 19 runs in that game. 3, 4, and 5 do up for the home team. Mozzarella Maneaters here. Quentin Jock will lead off. He's 2 for 2. So one thing that as Quentin Jock steps up, the pitch clock to me has been an incredible improvement, and now I've been used to it, as that's a base hit up the middle. I've been used to the pitch clock because I live near a minor league baseball team. I go to those minor league baseball games, and it's been in minor league baseball for quite some time now. And it's definitely made those games more enjoyable and easier. You know, you can go to a game on a weeknight, and you're not going to be there until midnight. Case in point, we were there. What was that the other day? The game was like 2:15, maybe something like that. 2 hours, 15 minutes, somewhere around there. Maybe 2:30. That's not bad at all. Home before 10 o'clock. So you know, that's a thing of beauty. Andrew Kerr steps in now. with runner at second. Good speed, 1 out, and that one's fouled away. So the pitch clock has definitely made a difference in the minors, and absolutely has made a difference in the majors. I find those games much more enjoyable, and I think it's helping to grow the sport. The bases, the bigger bases, down or strikes goes Kerr. The bigger bases, the pickoff rule, the shift rule, I think all of it has worked for the major leagues, and it's definitely made, I feel like the season's flying by. It's made these games much more enjoyable, like I said, and just wish my Yankees were a little more consistent. They have a good record, but a little more consistent would be great. Every team, it's a long season. Every team goes through slumps. Phillies are playing really well right now. And walks her. All right, so first and second now. That brings up Andre Wallace. 1 for 2, single walk and an RBI. Popped up. Should be an easy out. And who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? And out number 3. So top of the 7th. Spencer, Lowery, and Wilhelm. And there's a lot of hits in this game. It's a lot of hits. It's I just noticed they put branding on the bats. I didn't realize that before. That's pretty cool. 98 in the gun from Terrell. 99. Jeez, what a fireballer. A little wild though. Terrell doesn't have any traits. That's fascinating. That one's fouled away. Maybe the curveball coming? Nope. Full count. And that is a base hit into center field. And he's going for 2. Bell fires. And it's going to be an easy double to lead off the top of the 7th. There's Colt Lowery. Good speed again on the base pass. Pretty decent speed, I would say. 14-6, folks. The Saucers leading it over the Maneaters. That one's fouled away. I realize I've had a cup of coffee sitting here for the longest time. Full count. Ripped, but right at Wallace. It's such a small ballpark, too. No way that you can tag up. Here's Wilhelm, 2 for 4. Home run, single, 3 RBIs. Having an excellent, excellent game. Pretty sure he was terrible for them last time. I take that back. He was pretty good, 318. Again, small sample size for the Saucers, but nonetheless. Foul ball. 2-2, 1 out, and he works the count full. And walked him. Bracketeer, 3 for 4, 3 singles. Jesus. Jesus, having an amazing, she was terrible last time. Having an amazing tournament thus far. That's a base hit up the middle. Could score a run. It's going to score a run. And there it is, 15-6. Les Batista steps in now. Grounded. This could be 2 over to Greenman and over to Griffith. Double play. Is it 1-4 or 1-6-3 double play? I didn't see. All right, last licks here for the Mozzarella Maneaters. And ripped into center field. No chance for a double, but that's how the bottom of the 7th starts. Jax Griffith gets up there and screams. It's funny. Gets up there and it's just ah.
No, outside.
All right.
That's strike.
Definitely not a threat to run at first base. And fouled away. 1 and 2. And down on strikes. He goes. As Spud Pepperoni steps in 2 for 4, top of the lineup too. And wonder who, Joey Kramer. That's who I was looking for. Joey Kramer. So looking used to actually where the names and where everything is on the screen, the UI. Ground ball. Oh, I was gonna say ground ball ends the game, but Pepperoni's with the base hit. Keeps things alive. 1 for 4. It's Travis Valencia. He steps up. All right, Kenneth Connor in. And we're going to have Greg Farley come in now, too. Lefty on lefty matchup. Specialist activated. And it's fouled away. It's interesting that they replaced Pepperonis instead of... All right, well, maybe it worked in their favor. That's the second out. Runners move up. Quentin Jock in now, 3 for 3. 3 singles and a walk. Again, Maneaters trying to claw their way back. That one's foul. 1 and 1. Greg Farley. The way he looks. Ooh, that is just past the diving second baseman, Miller. And 2 runs come home. So, 15 to 8 now. Buddy Greenman steps in. Runner on first. Good speed on the bases. And that's going to be an easy can of corn out. Pop fly for Batista. And that's it. A very anticlimactic end there, but the Stilton Saucers win big over the Mozzarella Maneaters, and they take the first 2 games of this series. 15-17-0, 8-16-1. The one thing I was going to say about the pitch clock in baseball is that if there's a lot of hits, it's just a typical baseball game, just as it always was. It could be 3 hours plus. There's a lot of hits. That's what happens. Case in point, this game is about 43 minutes long, so that's crazy. All right, so many hits up and down these lineups. Not going to go through it. I'm just going to highlight Bracketeer 4 for 5 on the Saucer side. They had 5 walks, 1 strikeout. Peacock, of course, the grand salami. Wilhelm had a homer. On the Maneater side, 4 for 4 day for Quentin Jock. 3 for 3 day for Bell. 3 walks, 5 strikeouts. Let's see. Alvarez does take the loss. Is in there for quite a while. Sellers, of course, got pulled early. Elliston gets the win. Used a lot of pitchers in this game. Demetrius Spencer, Cannon Wilhelm, and Gabe Peacock are your standout performers. All right. Like I said, Stilton Saucers take the first 2 of this set. And that's how things end up for them as we return to the Elimination Hub and take a look at the bracket. And there it is. They go up 2-0 on the Maneaters. The number 11 seed could upset the Maneaters, but we shall see. Let's see. We had 2. All right, so we're going to be going to the Corral then next for the next 3 games, and then back to the Tiger Den for the last 2 if it gets to that point. But anyway, that's it for me right now, folks. Thanks so much for watching, and we will catch you next time here on Cheese League Baseball. But that's it. Yep, I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.